Hey! Welcome to Beyond the Digital, darling.
A sneak peek behind the scenes at Beyond the Dawn.
Banter and all.
So get cozy, strap in, grab a brew, and enjoy. Hey! Welcome.
Welcome back.
It wouldn't be an episode if there wasn't some introductory
Sing song.
a little something. We're just screeching down our microphone.
That's just how we roll.
That's just how we roll. Right. Hiya.
Hi. Yeah. All right.
All right. I do want to put a bit of a disclaimer on this episode because whilst we're recording this, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm still not quite well. And every now and then you might hear me go
what were you doing?
as I try to alleviate my vocal cords from the heavy weight of the fluid that the virus that has intercepted my system for the last 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, basically a month.
Yeah, basically a month.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because my lovely friend Kyle, who I usually sing with, and he plays guitar, we've been talking since Christmas about getting together for a jamming session. I keep finding these songs I want to try out with him, and we want to start gigging and stuff. We've got loads of ideas, and I'm rubbish at the moment because I can't sing. I mean, I can, but just not for very long.
Yeah, you can maybe do like a song and then you're like,
if that. It's very much now a tickly cough within my lungs, like the bronchioles are tickly, and on my vocal cords, and I can hear it. And I recorded a money mindset meditation, didn't I, for my GCG meetup that we had this week, which was exceptional. And I pre-recorded it because I knew live I might not get through. It was 25 minutes worth, and I was like, I'm not sure if I will get through it live. But then even as I was recording it, I can hear it happening now. My voice starting to cut out.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, guys. The usual dawny, dulcet tones maybe
a bit different.
They're just a bit different.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of what I say, Barry Manilow. That's not who I mean. Barry White.
Yeah, no.
Who's Barry Manilow?
I don't know. I've never heard that person.
I've seen. I have heard of him. I don't know any of these.
I feel like I want to stick him in a box with Neil Diamond, but I'm not sure if that's correct either. There you go. Some culture confusion to start the episode.
There for me.
I know who they are. I don't know what they're saying.
We have heard the names,
Yeah,
but
'cause
we
I
know
have
not
heard
of who they are.
names.
I don't know why I had to go Shakespearean with it.
So random.
I've been watching a lot of Bridgerton, and I've started talking in Bridgerton.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I have started talking in Bridgerton.
Yeah, not buying you cups of tea and sauces.
I did. I went to a charity shop and bought a teapot and a little china cup and a little sugar bowl and other things.
I love that.
So that I could have cups of tea at my desk like the quintessential English little Princess Rose that I am.
It does make me laugh a little bit though. I can't remember when I last made you a cup of tea.
No, but this is because my partner drinks tea, and when we went away a couple of weeks ago, we had a cup of tea together, and I really enjoyed it. He didn't enjoy it because the little piece of cardboard or paper that's on the end of the tea bag. The whole tea bag, including that, fell in the water.
No.
And when I took the tea bag out, I thought I'd gotten everything. And then once he'd finished his cup of tea, that little bit of cardboard was in the bottom.
No.
So he got an extra gift.
Nice.
He might never let me make him a cup of tea ever again.
That's a good thing, though.
No,
like
it's
you don't have to
not.
make the brew
No.
then.
There's love in that brew, and I won't be able to express that the same.
I'm sure there's other ways.
That's funny. That's exactly what his mother said to me when I met her. Yes. We'll talk about that on a different episode.
Yeah, that's a different story.
I'm sure I'll find a way. So yeah. Why is that making you laugh, Natalie? I'm obviously talking about making a sandwich instead or something.
Or a Sunday roast.
Oh, I love a Sunday roast. Somebody make me a Sunday roast.
My mind works in different ways. I'm sure you do love a Sunday roast.
Are you talking about a different kind of roast?
Oh dear. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Moving on from the smut.
Yeah, we do like to start our episodes with a bit of smut. Why not? I really wanted to chat to you girls today about basically the mass level of inquiries and conversations that we're having at the moment that's shifted. Because I know that we talk about everything. This isn't necessarily like a business podcast. This is very much just the girls getting together and you being able to hear the kind of conversation that we have in the office every single day and join us in that. But I do think it's relevant to right now, like the way things have shifted a little bit. So I'm noticing that in the last couple of, I want to say weeks, but I suppose it is months because we're only a couple of months into the year, that recession being in focus, and you guys support all of the different elements of each part of our collective. So sometimes you're in the emails more than I, and you're seeing the questions more than I. How are you feeling about the kinds of inquiries that have been coming in? Because like we've had people ask us to work for free.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. We have, and we don't have that availability right now.
No,
as much as we'd love to.
Yeah.
No, right. And also we're getting inquiries for, like, I feel like what's happening, and you can tell me if you think I'm wrong. I know you guys have got an idea of this because you are more involved sometimes in the comms, but like, you remember in 2020 when we had a bit of a split and our high ticket clients were like, I want high ticket, I want all singing, all dancing, Baz Luhrmann, Moulin Rouge level packages. And then we had the what I would consider the stable middle ground. Yeah, like the middle of our product suite. That's going to be different for everybody. Yeah, because obviously we have products that go all the way up into the hundreds of thousands for our corporate clients, spanning over lots of different areas. But like for some people, that middle ground might be, the 2, 3, 4K mark.
Yeah.
And then you get into the lower, more accessible, more immediate kind of support packages. And we've had a lot of them, haven't we? We've had a lot of people who are wanting to stretch their budget. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when we're talking to our clients, the big conversation at the moment is protecting financial resources, and they've had clients drop off.
Yeah, it's happening a lot, isn't it? Where they're like, we need some help because we need to grow this or that. And they're building up theirs to get their clients back in because everyone's in the same situation.
Yeah. Right. And when we build messaging for people, we build it to their highest good. And that sometimes is something that other outwardly sources don't fully understand because they think they understand what it is that they need. But until you've actually worked in marketing and got in the mud and got, rolled around a little bit, because it looks so shiny and lovely on the outside. Everybody thinks that marketing is, chai lattes in a Paris cafe, and it's actually genuinely not. It's a shower room in prison where the soap is by your toes. And
love that analogy.
It's a fucking dogfight, right, behind the scenes, and let's not sugarcoat it any longer. And if it looks good on the outside, then that's great. That means we're doing our job, right? It's going well, but behind the scenes, we're supporting lots of different elements.
Still thinking about the shower analogy.
She couldn't help herself. She went back to the smut. So yeah, it's like it is a funky situation because like if somebody says to me, Dawn, what is it that you the girls do? And I do mean Lewis and Mark within the girls as well. Sorry, but if somebody comes to me and says that, like we are supporting people emotionally. We are supporting people financially. We have allowed for longer payment plans. We have shifted things. We have looked at people's situations with empathy, love and kindness and done everything that we possibly can to our own detriment sometimes to support other people. We're also looking at ways to make what is trending right now, what has actual real life right now buyers demand behind it. So like our clients are coming to us and they're saying, right, Donnie, I'm struggling. I've lost these many clients. The messaging that you're putting out is for a long-term audience build strategy, which is working for us in the long term. And we can see that it's working. It's great. But right now we need to shift focus to quick cash.
Yeah.
And then we're having to, I feel like we've had both emotional and professional whiplash in 2025 in terms of we've had to think on our feet, we've had to be adaptable.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting to me is that we have clients that have been with us for years, that have stayed with us, steady clients, month in, month out. And they seem to be the ones that are not freaking out as much.
They're just cruising along, aren't they?
They're cruising along. They're growing in the right areas. We may have had a few emails to say, right, girls, we need to be talking about this specific need because obviously for their ideal clients.
Yeah, it's shifting for them. Yeah.
Everything's shifting. And I think this is why this conversation felt important for me to have this week with you girls, because if you think that the end client of your client, of their client, isn't shifting, you're wrong. We are all.
Everybody has to.
Everybody is affected by Princess Trump's bullshit. So, there's this guy on TikTok. I've got to tell you about him. And maybe if we do one of those cute little slice videos, we'll pop him up and I can tag him on TikTok because I think he is brilliant. He's just called Andrew.
Okay.
He's just called Andrew on TikTok. But he delivers information about what's going on in America. And he has the delivery of a funnier Ryan Reynolds stroke Deadpool kind of like performance. And I find him absolutely hilarious. And he keeps saying our president, Elon Musk, and his first lady, Donald Trump. And honestly, it just makes me giggle every time. And then somebody on Google changed, when you wrote the word rapist, it changed to Donald Trump, or the other way around. I can't remember now. It might be the other way around. And that, again, that's just a tiny act of non-violent rebellion. Yeah. And I just, honestly, I'm here for it. I feel like if we survive the next 4 years, and I do think it's a big if we survive the next 4 years, and I'm talking globally because we're not even in America, holler to our American friends, we love you and we're so sorry. But like, I feel like it will be those elements of comedy and people like that allow us to emotionally weather and be resilient. Yeah, because the world really needs that right now.
100% of everything. Don't you?
So
Did you see that picture that was that somebody had AI'd of Elon kissing Donald Trump's feet and put it on a projection in the White House?
This is what I'm talking about, girls. Everyday heroes. Right? Everyday heroes. We do not know who you are, sir, but we salute you.
We are here for you.
We are here for it. We are here for it. I feel somewhat renewed this week. I've had a tough couple of weeks, and I was quite honest with my lovely ladies at the GCG meetup. I'm just gonna do that awful thing that marketeers do and explain what GCG is for any of our listeners. And just so we're absolutely clear, it is a low-key sales pitch, so listen up. So basically, GCG is our membership model that we brought out in 2024, and it basically serves a need within our audience base, because we recognize that we attract a certain type of entrepreneur, and those entrepreneurs usually have very, very solid core values. They are heart-led and quite soulful people, and they find the normal networking or relationship building as part of a professional practice quite tiring and also quite disturbing, because let's face it, if we're going to be completely honest, traditional networking for business needs is fake as fuck. And we wanted to give people the opportunity to actually build friendships, and not build friendships in a pretend mean girls club, because we've seen that across the internet and we don't like that either. And we just wanted to basically facilitate the opportunity for us getting together, being together, having a safe space to be vulnerable, to talk, and to do things that fill our cup. And we do it twice a year in Ibiza. So we've incorporated our Ibiza days that we do twice a year anyway into that. And this week we had a session, and this week we kind of tackled money mindset. And because we knew that what we're talking about today is kind of the big hot news that's going on for our people. And I, for one, me and Janet always laugh about being advised by your own advice, but I, for one, felt incredibly renewed after that time. And all we did was have a woman's circle, and then we had a guided meditation visualization session. We had a gorgeous lunch.
It was good,
It
wasn't it?
was so good.
Really good.
And then we had a sober sip and paint session, and let out our creativity, and basically built something creative that felt like abundance to us. And now I've had messages from the people that joined us, and every single one sent me a message to say, yesterday was exactly what I needed. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Oh, so good. And it was exactly what I needed.
Yeah, you said before going, you were like, this is going to be good for everybody in that room.
I
Every
might
single
need
one of
this
us.
more than anybody else. But then I really do think that some of the most powerful and greatest entrepreneurs that we know, love, follow, and kind of, gospelize are the ones that create products that they wish they had themselves. And sometimes those products are created that I wish I had this 2 years ago, or I wish I had this 3 years ago. But it doesn't really matter if you can appreciate that you are that entrepreneur. You are a version of your own ideal client. Then anything that you build on that authentic, I would love this. I'm this entrepreneur too, and I would love this.
Yeah, like this would work for me, so it's
going to work for them. Yeah, and that's a simple way to think about what products and services you might want to introduce into your...
Yeah, it's a good way of thinking.
I think so. Because the other thing is as well is sometimes we can be a bit insular in like, oh, I'm having a bad time at the moment, or, finances are a bit that way at the moment, and we think it's just us, and it's not.
No, there's more. Yeah.
People just don't speak about it freely, so you think it's just you in it, but then once for example, when they come to a group of like this and they see other people going through it,
where they feel that they can have them honest conversations with everybody around them, then
makes it feel a bit easier.
I think you girls need some credit for that.
Thanks.
Genuinely.
Thanks.
I'm not just blowing smoke up, you pretty bum. I genuinely don't know if I would have been able to create a safe space with complete non-judgment had I not experienced a safe space with complete non-judgment.
Yeah.
So our relationship and our friendship, I don't want to call it a friendship. It feels like friendship doesn't really do its service. I mean, we low-key have decided we're family, even though we are in a very distant
weird
way. Yeah. We've just gone, no.
Yeah, family.
We are. And then you're my family too. It feels weird. It does feel weird to say just friends. But like what I'm trying to say without getting all soppy is that because we do have that in this, well, it doesn't matter what the four walls are, but wherever we are, wherever we choose
just
to be.
When we're together.
We're the vibe. That has shown me how to recreate. I've always been good at safe spaces, but I've never I don't think I've ever been as good at it as I am now.
Yeah.
And every single time I have a meltdown in front of you guys and nothing changes and you are my stable and stay and you still love me and you don't react emotionally to me, or do you know what I mean? Because you could at any point be like, fuck's sake, girl's had another meltdown. I can't handle her. I'm just going to tell her to shut up. Do you know what I mean? And you never do. And that, I don't know, it gives me a bit of life to be able to do that for other people.
Because you've got to let it out. For it to get better, you've got to speak about it and work through it.
We've all had the meltdowns. You're not on your own there. And you supported us when we've had the meltdowns.
Yeah. It's funny because I don't remember, I know that I love you and I would always support you, but I don't remember any of you having meltdowns the way I have meltdowns. But then the other thing is as well is, I guess the way it feels and the way it actually presents outwardly are two different things. For me, it feels like a complete inverted crumble and it feels very significant. And I think it's easy for me to describe that right now because I've had so many. Even my ADHD brain cannot erase the memory of those things at this moment in time. But I do think our clients are dealing with that at this time too.
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess what I'm saying in a weird way is that if you need to come and have a breakdown or have an internal crumble,
come to us.
Come to us. The GCG group
everyone there
is perfect. Well, yeah. Because the other thing is, the first rule of GCG Club is what is said at GCG Club stays in GCG Club. You know, it's like Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Vegas. I'm just sipping my coffee, sorry.
God.
But what I was thinking is whether I'm going to give you some ideas and I want you to tell me whether you think that these are, like, on a scale of 1 to 5, how important you think these are right now for our entrepreneurial friends.
Okay.
So, mindset work.
Yeah. 6. 6 out of 5.
635,000.
525,000.
Yeah. I don't even know the numbers. I always just try and
go along with the tune.
I just jump in with the tune the best I can, but I've got absolutely no idea where that even comes from. It was funny because do you remember you guys were saying some stuff, and I'm not sure if it was Ailey that was giving some really good one-liners that became regular. One line. I don't know whether it was Ailey or whether it was you two. I don't know where it came from. It could be any of you.
It could have been us all.
Right. It could have been all of you.
Just adding into it.
Yeah. And we were saying lines. And I was saying lines with you, and I just kept repeating them like I knew what we were going on about. And then you put the movie on. What was that movie?
It was a dodgeball.
Was it Wild Child?
Yeah, it was Wild Child.
Because we watched it at a Chinese night.
Yeah. And then they said the saying, and I was like, oh my God, that's where it comes from. And you were like, have you never seen Wild Child? And I keep on to remind you girls, I'm 40.
I'm not 40.
I know that you keep saying that 40 is fine when you look 29, but I'm not actually
every
20.
day.
I'm actually not 29. So no, I did not see that. I want to say Miley Cyrus. It's not Miley Cyrus.
I don't actually know who it is.
It is. It's Lindsay Lohan.
No.
It was Lindsay Lohan.
Not in Wild Child.
Oh no, it's Julia Roberts' niece, who's also in Holiday. Emma.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Emma Thompson. That's not right either. Jesus. Emma something.
No. Yep.
No idea. I'm awful with
it.
Names.
It's Julia Roberts' it's not Emma Roberts.
Would it? Maybe.
It's going to be Emma Roberts.
I think it might be,
because her brother is a dude, obviously. So
it is, yeah. Emma Roberts. Yeah.
Oh my God. We went from sounding so intelligent to sounding so dumb so quickly. We could be in US Congress. Get me to the White House. I am prepared. I am ready.
To book your flights this afternoon.
I'm cooked. 1 minute I sound intelligent, the next minute I sound like a blabbering fool. I'm ready. Put me on that press conference.
All
anyway.
day, every day.
All day, every day. Yeah, the only thing I need is a bad spray tan right on my face.
I can do that for you.
It's all right. I think Trump's got it covered. There's obviously a girl in situ. She's like, I'm going to leave you a white line all the way around your hairline.
Gosh, what?
Why don't he just dye his hair ginger and be done with it? Do the whole thing.
I'd love to know his morning regime.
I think it is building a regime. That's not funny. We shouldn't laugh about that. That's not. No. And what did they do when Armageddon was looming? They made podcasts and laughed about it. Clever humans. No wonder the aliens haven't revealed themselves.
They're still in the sea waiting for the right moment.
They're waiting for Paddy McGuinness. Paddy McGuinness. Aliens, reveal yourself.
Why are you waiting for Paddy McGuinness?
Of all people.
My brain went to the On the Beach advert. On the beach. I was like, why are they waiting for that?
I don't know.
They're waiting for the holiday.
This is their holiday.
Yeah, it is.
And they're just people watching, like, for real, and it's the most fun they've ever had.
What the fuck is
What do you
going
like
on?
to do in your spare time, Jeffrey? I like to go to planets that are about to eliminate themselves and watch them as they decline.
And then come home just before it happens.
Yeah, we like to leave just as they go kaboom. Then if you time it just right, you can see it all the way home.
It's like a big storm.
It's like a big firework. It's like 4th of July for the aliens. Anyway, we've gone way off topic. I feel it is my responsibility.
Okay, next question.
To bring it back. So definitely, if that conversation didn't tell you that mindset is a big deal right now, we suggest mindset. I mean, we do this, don't we? We're like, mindset, it's great. But what does that even mean?
Yeah, it's got a lot of meanings.
It's got a lot of meanings.
Down to interpretation.
It is. It's totally open for interpretation. Yeah, absolutely. For me, it's about allowing yourself to recognise areas and gaps right now that are causing you mental health or emotional struggle and making those a priority in your schedule. I don't know how else to explain it because the tool that you use for that will be different for everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
But first, having a self-evaluation of how you are truly feeling. And I love this thing, and I put it in the meditation that I did for our meet up on Tuesday, is that the conversations that you have with yourself are sacred. If you can be honest with yourself, revolutionary, like, let this blow your mind. Until Elon can read your thoughts, which is easily 6 months away from now, you can have. I'm joking. Oh, yeah. Well, new fear unlocked. You can have a conversation with yourself that nobody else ever needs to know about. Yeah, and you can sit down with yourself and actually admit this is shit, or this is great.
Whichever way.
It's okay to do that. You do not have to. I'm awful. I overshare all of the time, but that's the ADHD. But you don't have to do that. You can.
No, you don't have to tell people as long as you're honest with yourself.
But you do have to be honest with yourself. And if you're the type of person that's so scared of allowing yourself a thought, an honest thought, because of what that means about you in terms of your identity or your in a moral way, then please, I urge you. Have the internal conversation with yourself privately. It's sacred. Keep it in a box and figure out how you truly feel about things. And wherever there are gaps in that mindset and there are worries and there are fears or anything that you need to address, that's what you want to be putting in your schedule to address. And that might look, it's simple things like affirmations. It might look like guided meditations. It might look like letting yourself have a takeaway tonight and not giving yourself a hard time because you've not cooked. You know, it could be journaling. It could be going and having more sex with your partner. It could be going and having casual sex just for fun. It could be dancing. It could be cocktails. It could be
all of the above.
Yeah, all of the above. Yeah.
Whatever is needed.
Yeah. So, mindset. It's good for everyone. Yeah. Okay. So, being adaptable.
Needed.
Yeah, I don't feel...
Everything's changing so fast.
Yeah. I don't feel like it's as important as mindset.
Yeah, so you'd put it somewhere underneath.
Maybe a low 4.
I'm going 5 because I put mindset at 6.
Oh, you did?
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, like mindset.
I feel like mindset above all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then everything's changing so
need
fast.
to adapt, yeah.
Okay.
So you've got to adapt to
your mindset.
Fucking mind blown.
You've just gurued yourself, haven't you?
Yeah. You've opened
Have you just
had
a moment
world
of self Yoda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just up leveled. She's just
a
consciousness and frequency has just gone.
Yeah.
I wonder if in the edit we could get Lewis to have you just like float above
elevating on my seat.
You could float above the couch.
Oh, my brain just explode.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can make that happen.
I'm sure we could. So I don't know. I don't want to sway. Visibility audits.
I'm gonna the same number as the last one. Adapt. 4.
Yeah, I feel like they could kind of come hand in hand because the audit could help you learn if you need to adapt.
Yeah, 100%.
So this is a practice that I'm surprised people are surprised by, but people have been surprised by us suggesting this year, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand why it's a surprise because we've always given visibility audits. And actually, it's the very first step when people come to me for their strategic planning when it comes to any kind of business growth, operational changes, product creation, launches, and or business growth in general. Like it's literally like taking a breath the day you're born, audit. Audit everything. Data is your friend. Measure the data. Measure the data. Do 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 do
Makes a
do.
little jingle.
Do 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 do. Measure the data. But this year when we've said to people, okay, so you're struggling with this, you're not sure about that, you're in the dark about that feels like a foggy bog, and you don't know what to do. Like, let's audit, and they're kind of like, audit? Why? What is this thing you speak of?
Yeah.
But without an audit, how are you able to adapt? And also, everybody and every man and his dog is bitching about the algorithm.
Yeah.
I'm going to start calling Elon Musk the algorithm because they're both Lex Luthors. But like, it's not, the algorithm is bad. And no one's praising the algorithm. There's no church of that algebra going on. No one's happy with it. Not even the people who are writing it, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, the people who control that are making money off it being difficult for you to be seen. And when we first got into the business in terms of supporting other people and taking on lots of other industries and lots of other clients from lots of other places in the world, and we got exposed to a lot of data very quickly, didn't we, as a company? I'm going back 2018, 2019 onwards. Like, when you look back at how much we were exposed to, I cannot tell you how. Facebook is a great example. Facebook was a park, and the park was free, and the park was open 24 hours a day. And throughout the years, that park has been cordoned off, and you need a ticket for that section now. And the opening hours are only 10 till 4, the Sunday hours. Yeah. And that's where we're at. And slowly, like 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, more bits have been cordoned off and gate kept, and the free speech that the internet provided us in lots of areas has been slowly but surely taken away. It's being moonwalked away like a Michael Jackson music video.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. And you do not have control over that, beautiful entrepreneur listener. You can't control that, not unless you know Zuckerberg personally. And if you do, call me, because I have some things I'd like to say to him. But you can only deal with the things that are in your control, okay? Yeah. And the algorithm ain't one. No. So visibility practices, and when I say visibility, I'm not just talking social media. Shock horror. She's not just talking social media. Bum, bum, bum. There are lots of ways to be visible. There are lots of old school ways that we turned our back on because they weren't very effective. There are lots of somewhat more modern ways, that we leaned into. But do not think that if I said last year, like for instance, what was I saying all last year? TikTok. TikTok. You want to get on TikTok? You want to ask me now whether you get on TikTok? The answer is still yes, but it now comes with a caveat. Because since he banned it for the day and then he reinstated it, it is not the same.
No.
Has anybody seen Practical Magic?
Nope. Sorry.
Okay, so first of all, that's what we're doing for Halloween this year.
Okay.
Can't believe you haven't seen it. And I can't believe this is the first time we've had this conversation. I feel like I failed you as a friend and I'm sorry. Jesus. The second one's coming out soon and you've not seen the first?
No, sorry.
Oh, God. I am a bad friend.
Do we have to wait till Halloween? Can we not watch it soon?
Oh my God, no. Of course you don't have to wait.
Like, that's a long time to wait.
It's a witchy film, but we can watch it anytime. It's Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. It is creme de la creme of witchy entertainment. You've not seen it, so I can't spoiler it.
I don't mind the spoiler if you
It's a massive spoiler, though.
I'm happy if it helps in the story.
Okay. There is somebody in the story who is unalived. And because they're witchy woos, in order to not be done for murder, they bring him back.
Fair.
Thinking that bringing him back will
fix everything.
But what you find out in the story is that you can't actually bring somebody, even powerful witchy woos can't actually bring the person back. They can bring something back to animate the body, but they can't necessarily just bring the person back. What you bring back is something different. It's dark.
That sounds interesting.
It's a really good film. It's so old. It's so good.
So how old is it?
90s, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
But I can look that up for you. It is Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman height of their career. I mean, I would say that, but Nicole Kidman has been a machine the last couple of years, and she is killing it. And you know what? Sandra's always got it. I'm a massive fan of Sandra. Anyway,
back on topic.
So I feel like TikTok is that was a long story for a very short point. I'm so sorry, but like TikTok has been brought back. It was killed and it was murdered and then it was reanimated. But what has come back is not the same TikTok that we lost. Yeah. And the moment that should have been clear to you, and I genuinely believe the reason why he did this, the man who actually owns TikTok, he came on. Sorry, I've got hair on my face. Mad. Can you see it?
No, I can't see it.
Is it this one?
I feel like I can feel it here, but maybe I'm just paranoid. Sorry about that.
Because you've got mermaid hair.
Yeah, I've got mermaid hair today. So he came on when it came back and thanked Donald Trump for reinstating it. That, I've never seen a more obvious display of human puppetry than that video, because Trump was the one that started the ban, and everybody thought he was bonkers. Everybody thought, what is he doing? Like, you can prove that they're not doing anything dodgy. Why would you ban it? What happened shows exactly why you would ban it. Exactly. First of all, they made TikTok more popular.
Yeah.
So no matter which way you cut it, like, yes, he had to stand in courtrooms and defend himself and all of that. But the guy who owns TikTok is laughing all the way to the fucking bank, followed by Trump, followed by Musk, followed by Bezos, followed by Microsoft guy and Apple guy. And do you know what I mean? Like, the fucking billionaires parade.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's twisted. You cannot say now that TikTok is not under Trump's regime, because it is. Would I say still use it? Yes, because what's your alternative? It does not have free speech. What I loved about TikTok was that it had absolutely no government interference, and I was preaching that at every hill all last year, the year before, and I can't preach that anymore. And this is what I mean when I say if you ever watch any of my old videos or you see any of our old content and you're like, oh, Dawn suggests doing this, please take it on the accuracy of the merit of what was true at the time. So much of our content is performing well as long form content, and we love that. We love that when people go back and listen to all our podcasts from years ago and stuff. It's beautiful, but you must realize that unless you're listening to our new stuff, unless you're updating yourself with the new information, not just through us but everything, like please don't look through a 2020 lens when it's 2025. Because we are adapting, things are changing. The information and advice that I gave my clients this time last year is not the same advice that I'm giving them this year.
So different.
And the people who are doing the best, the people who are suffering the least churn, the people who are able to establish new connections with new clients, the ones who are able to increase their prices without losing clients are the ones that have stayed with us and they've kept up to date and they've adapted. So I'm not suggesting that you have to have us. Obviously, we are a fantastic support, but there are other supports out there, and it doesn't matter as long as you are whatever support works for you and whatever you've got, just keep informed, but keep informed in the things that work for you in your business and your mindset and your life, not necessarily the news. And that's my next thing that I want you to give me a 1 to 5 on. Watching the news.
What's the 1 to 5 on watching the news? Like, if it is it
1,
good?
well, that's what I'm asking you. 1 would be bad, 5 would be good.
Okay. I don't know. Because I do watch the news. Only in the morning.
It's very filtered, though.
It is very filtered. They only give me the information that they want me to see.
I think it's great. What you've just said there is great, because that's the piece that I think is missing. So if you can watch the news and go, this information is provided for me with a filter of the media centre that has created it. Because like people would listen to our podcast and straight away they'd be like, oh, these are just the opinions of these girls, and they would understand that. But for some reason you go and watch BBC News and be like, oh, that's gospel, that's truth from, and it's not. There's still a producer in the BBC who makes that call. It is based on perhaps a room full of people's opinions, because they probably vote and chat and all the rest of it. But they also only share the news that they believe to be viable in terms of like negative bias, because again, we are animals trying to survive, therefore we need to know the bad things, because knowing the bad things helps us keep ourselves alive. It's awful when you break down humanity and the way we do things. We are still chimps. We're just chimps with Botox.
I think I'm going to give you that a 3.
Okay.
I think a nice even playing
because
field.
like personally I do watch the news, but however, how much you want to believe is
you don't get the full. You don't get the full story.
You don't. I do watch. Well, I watch BBC Breakfast in the morning when I'm getting ready. That's the only bit of news I watch. Because I don't know. I feel like it's a bit more lighthearted. It's not
the breakfast. Well, they know that kids are watching, so they do change it, don't they? Like after
the
6 p.m. it goes different.
So like if there's like ITV, well, Granada, depending on where you're looking, where you are in the world. Like ITV Granada, it's very much doom and gloom, which I try and avoid, because I'm a happy soul. I like to try and be a happiest soul I can be without going into the minefield of news.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I think one of the beautiful things that we do have the power over at the moment to some degree is recognising that we are pumped with content constantly against our will, without consent. And there are ways, it takes some boundary setting and some focus, but there are ways for you to cultivate the information that you actually consume. And I remember saying this exact same thing in 2020, and I do feel like I'm about to repeat myself quite considerably from those difficult years. But you need to know what's going on in the world in order for you to steer your ship, both personally and professionally to some degree. But you get to choose how you find that out. You get to choose where your data sources come from, and you can you can bypass a lot of the rubbish just by being really intentional with that. So yeah, I think that's a really, really good idea. I think at the end of the day, the way that you are able to pursue your passions, even though you still have bills to pay, is by being really true to yourself at this time. And one of the things that I absolutely adore about the people who seek and then are able to have the transformation of working with us when we bring them in, is that oftentimes people come to us with an understanding of what does the world want from me? How do I play to that strength? How do I accommodate all the potential clients? How do I look my absolute best? How do I piss off my competitors so that they think I'm doing better than them? And there's this veil of how do I be something for everybody else? And we love shedding that so that what you're left with your messaging and what you actually end up going and pursuing is exactly the thing that's right for you. You become more of who you are through that process, and your business becomes more successful through that process because you being able to identify who you are as a person and be able to go through that filter, not bringing out that product just because your competitor did and you want to compete. You think that, somebody over there is making money, so I'm going to do the same thing as them. Like, no, what do you really want? And I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I personally love the identity work that I've done, but I do feel in the last few weeks, while I've been mentally and emotionally stressed, I have lost myself a little bit. And when you come back from that, it's a really lovely feeling. It's a really lovely feeling.
Everything's become clearer, hasn't it?
I'm better. I'm a little bit better than I have been for a fair few weeks. And it's like spring coming after a long winter.
It's
which it
breaking out.
Breaking out.
It is now. Meteorologically.
That's a good word, that. No, would you like to repeat it again?
Meteorologically. It is spring in a few days.
I saw some daisies on the field.
Nice.
Yeah. And I felt the sun on my face, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I actually think that it was a really good quality sun. 2025 sun is just hitting.
What is needed?
It's what's needed.
I need to find my sunglasses.
I had my sunglasses on the other day. Couldn't see when I was driving. I was blind.
Turning a corner. Okay, so if you could give our listeners one piece of advice for dealing with everything, the shifts and changes, what would your piece of advice be? Mine would be to be looking for things in your day that prove that things are actually going right for you. So for instance, you drink that cup of coffee and it tasted just right. The universe is working in your favour. Everything's always working out for you. You get on the bus and you don't miss it. Everything's just working out for you. And that would be my one big tip.
Mine was pretty similar, but I was just going to say, do you?
You do you.
Yeah. You do you. Fill that cup.
Self-compassion.
Yeah, I like that. Mine was just going to be to try find that mindset chat to yourself, even if it is just to yourself. Just try and bring that
honest chat. Brilliant. The other thing that I think as well might be a good thing to end on for a little bit of advice, and something that felt quite illuminating to me this week, was it's hard for everyone right now, so a little bit of kindness can go a long way.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, I'm going to say it. Maybe she shouldn't say it. Maybe she should not, but she's going to
say it. Do it.
I'm going to say it. Be the person you want to see in the world. Don't whinge about invoices not being paid and you being in a shit money situation when you haven't paid your invoices, or don't go talking about how the industry is really gossipy and horrible if you are behind the scenes being judgy, gossipy and horrible. And don't expect for clients to come and easily be onboarded if you're going around and getting quotes for everybody and messing people around and wasting people's time. And I really do think that there is a responsibility in how we treat each other, especially during difficult economic situational times or times of collective grief. You know, one of the things that I think is really hard to navigate is that for many of us, we're in a place of privilege where we're actually not directly affected. But for me, for instance, I've got people on Facebook that are grieving and that are dealing with the most abhorrent horrors that life can throw at you, and watching their nations crumble and watching their civilians be kidnapped and murdered, and it's disgusting and it's horrible, and it's not just in one area or with one group. It's happening in America, it's happening all over the world. You know, we could talk about Gaza, we could talk about Israel, we could talk about Ukraine, we could talk about Russia. It's actually awful, the amount of content we could create just on these areas alone. So be kind, have your boundaries, of course. Don't, you know, do no harm, take no shit, but be kind, but also be that person who you want to see in the world, you know, because the more you behave in the right way and the more of us that do that, the more things will have that ripple effect for good. And I'm on a bit of a forgiveness track in 2025. I feel like life has kicked me down a few times in the last few weeks, and it's made me really humble, but it's also, the more I come out of it, the more I feel like it's an ego death that I am experiencing. And I actually think I didn't realize I was so egotistical, but I obviously was, and I needed it, and I'm grateful for it. I must have needed it. I needed to be kicked down into the dirt, so that I could be grateful.
See the sunshine again.
Okay, thank you, my lovely.
Thank you.
We managed to get deep.
That was a good ending point, though. I enjoyed that.
Also,
using mysterious ways.
It does. Also, when in doubt, cream eggs around.
Oh, what a good time of year.
Can I have some crisps instead?
Yeah, do you not like them?
I don't like chocolate.
Oh yeah, of course. I always forget that. You
just
and Bailey.
Just eat the inside of it.
I still no. Just like
Chef's kiss.
Started on smut, ended on smut.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
Thank you for listening.
Don't forget to follow our socials.
Join our free group and let us know what you'd like to hear about in the future.
Join us next time.
Love you. Bye.